Now, so last time we have seen how to prove that the statements are tautology, contradiction, and logically equivalent, and so on. So now we will see what do we mean by quantifiers and quantifier statement. So quantifiers means what? The word there exists and for all. So you know that this is a symbolic representation of there exists, and the symbolic representation of for all is this, right? This is read as for all, this is read as there exist, right? So these two words are nothing but the quantifiers, right? And if the statement contains these two words, then that is called a quantified statement. Now what do you mean by dual now? So dual means what? So if two statements contain logically connectives like and or, add a letter T and the contradiction and tautology, this is right, then they are said to be dual of each other if one of them is obtained from one of them is obtained from the other, right? Such way that what we have to do, so interchange, that means write and as or and they are replaced with each other. Nowadays replace T as C and C as T in the whatever the statement pattern. What we have to make only simple change. What we have to do, if there is or, just replace that or by and. If there is or, replace that and if there is and, replace that by or only. If there is letter C, then replace that letter as C as T. Interchange this one. Okay. Now we will see how to take the negation of some. This is conjunction, disjunction, and so on. This is negation of P and Q is similar. Negation P or negation is logically equivalent to this. With the help of truth table, you can judge whether these are correct or not. Negation of P or Q, you should remember this one, because what? So you have to write the negation of some this one. So for that you should know this. So remember this as a formula. Negation of P implies Q is same as P and negation Q. Now you know that P if and Q means what? If P then Q and if Q then P. That means what here? P implies Q and Q implies P. Both taken together now. Right? And negation of this P if and only Q is what? P and negation Q are, because what? Negation of P implies Q is what? And this one. So this is what? P and negation Q are this negation, because here what? This is and is replaced as R now for negation. Negation of this one or negation of this one, right? So negation of P implies Q is what here? P and negation Q. So P and negation Q, and this is what? Q and negation P. So remember this as the formula, and we will solve some problems on quantifier. Note that the statements they are the statement. Only we need the truth value of the statement. So if any sentence contains like this a quantifier, then it is always a statement. So only I have to check whether that statement is true or false. We'll take some examples so that idea will be clear to you. If A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the set is given to you. Determine the truth value of the following. Determine the truth value of the following. 1. There exists X belongs to A such that X minus 4 is equal to 3. आता there exists what? There exists. That means what? There should be at least one element such that X minus 4 is equal to 3. Whether we'll check one by one now, right? So this is what 1 minus 4. Actually, it should be the greater than 4 now. This is what 7 minus 4, right? Since what? 7 minus 4 is equal to 3, and 7 is the element of A. 7 is the element. Suppose 7 is not there. That means what here? There does not exist any element there, right? So that means the statement will be false. Now we have the one element, right? 7 minus 4 is equal to 3, and 7 belongs to A. So therefore, the given statement is you want truth value. So truth value of the given statement. Okay, the truth value of the given statement is t. Truth value of the given statement is t. Okay, we'll take the next example. Second, for all x belongs to A, x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 3. So for all x, right? That means what? For every value of this, x plus 1 should greater than or equal to 3. Is it hold? Now see here, 1 is there, right? 1 plus 1 is greater than 3. Is it true? So 1 plus 1 greater than or equal to 3 is not true. Is not true. Right? That means what? For every value of this is not hold. So that means the statement is false. Right? So therefore, the truth value of the statement is F. Of the statement is F. Next, third one. For all x belongs to A, 8 minus x is less than or equal to 7. That means what? For any value of x, right? For any value of x belongs to this set, this equality hold. Now we'll check whether it is hold or not. So we'll take now, suppose 4. So take any now here. What? It is always less than or equal to 7 now. Take any. 1. So this is what we get, 7. 7 less than or equal to 7. So equal to is there. Okay. So if you take 2 now, it is hold. Right? So if you go on increasing, the number will be decreasing now. Right. So that means what? For every value it is true. Right. So this the truth value of this statement is t. Okay. So do you understand this? See, for every value you have to check this one, it is hold or not. Right? So for every value, so if 8 minus x, for see here, it is always less than or equal to 7. Right? And for their exist, that means what? There should be at least one element. Now, next one. There exists x belongs to A such that x plus 8 is equal to 16. Is it true? There exists. That means there should be at least one element. Right? Your element is what? 1, 2, 3 up to 7. Right? Now see here. Does there exist any element such that x plus 8? So now this is what? 8 plus 8 is 16. And we are up to only 7. So there does not exist. Right? So there does not exist any element. Right? So therefore what? The truth value of this statement is F. Take the number of problems so that idea will be clear. Now suppose we take this set now. We take the next set. Suppose A is equal to 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12. So 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12 now. Okay, so we'll take one. You have to check the truth value of this one. There exists x belongs to A such that x minus 8 is equal to 1. Now we'll check whether this is exist or not. See, 9 minus 1. Okay, since 9 minus 8 is equal to 1 and 9 belongs to A. Right? 9 is the element of A. So therefore the truth value of the statement is T. Take the second one now. For all x belongs to A, x square plus x is an even number. Even number. So now x square plus x is even. We know that the sum of two even number is always even. Product of two even number is always even. But product of two odd number is always odd now. And the square of odd number is always odd now. Right? What about the sum of two odd numbers? Sum of two odd number is always even. Right? Now see here. If you take for all now. So you have to check for all now. So 3, 9 plus 3, 9, 9, this is odd plus odd is even. So 5, square of the 5, this is odd, sum will be even. 7, this is what, odd plus odd, even. 9, odd, right? So odd plus odd, again even, right? 11 is odd square is odd plus odd is even, 12 is even. So no problem for the square of even number is always even and the sum of two even number is always even, right? So that means what, this is true for all this, right? So the truth value of the given statement is, the truth value of the statement is T. We take next one. There exists X belongs to A such that X square less than 0. Now we know that the square of any real number is always positive, right? So there is no X. So that means what? The truth value of the given statement is false. It is not possible because it is square. Square is always positive. No need to check. Okay. Now take the next one. For all x belongs to A, x is an even number. X is an even number. Now see that. So there are so many. There are 5 odd numbers. Only one is even, right? So that means this is false. The truth value of this one is what? False. Now next, so if you here there exists, the statement will be like this: if there exists x belongs to a x such that x is even number, then the statement is true now, right? But here for all x, so for x it is not even. So if it is there exists, then the statement truth value will be true now. Now right now what this truth value is false now. There exists x belongs to A such that 3x plus 8 greater than 40. So we'll check whether it exists, right? So 3 into 3, 9 plus 18 not hold, 15 plus 18 not hold, then 21 plus 8, so this is 20 not hold, 27 plus 8 again this is not hold, so 33 plus 8 11, 33 plus 8 is 41, so hold, right, for 11, right? So 3 into 11 plus 8 is equal to 41. This is greater than 40. There exists, we want at least one element, no need to check the other element now. We get one element, that means what here, and 11 belongs to what? 11 belongs to this A. Therefore the truth value of this statement is T, right? No need to check the other value, right? So at least we get one, just stop there. Next, for all x belongs to A, y6 plus 9 is greater than 14. Now here for all x, that means what, if you put here, it should be greater than 14. Just we check one by one now. So for 3 now. So for if it is old for 3, then don't check for other one now. So 6 plus 9 is 15, right? So because if you are taking this, the value will be going on increasing. So for lowest one it is true, then for other one it is obviously true. So only check for these 3. So for 3 is what? 6 plus 9 is 15. So 15 is greater than 0. So truth value of this statement is what? True. Right? Okay. So I hope that you understand this one. Now we'll take the next one. Write the dual. Write the dual of each of the following. Each of the following. So one P, R, Q and R. Second, P and Q or R. Third, P or Q and R or S. C or P and Q or R. Negation P or Q and R and T. Suppose this one. Suppose we have this, right? Anyway, whatever this, we have to write a dual of this one. To write a dual of this one, what we have to do? Only we have to change this. Write this R as and as R. Nothing to do this one. This is very simple. Very simple. So if C is there, replace that by T. Right? What we do now? We'll replace R by and by R. So what is the dual of this one then? P or R. Right? This is very simple thing. We don't have to change any bracket, anything. Only just replacement now. So this is what? R. We'll replace this by R, replace this by and now. So now this is what? P and Q or R and S. Right? Replace this, replace this. Now C by T now. And R by and. You have to keep the bracket, all those things as it is now. R. Q. This R is and. Now this is negation. You have to write negation, all those things as it is. Only you have to replace it like this. So Q R C now. Your T is replaced by C. I hope that you can do the any problems on this, right? Only what here, just we have to do. This is very simple. This is very simple. Prepare truth table. Prepare truth table for P implies Q, Q implies P, negation P implies negation Q, negation Q implies negation P, and write down your conclusion. What conclusion from the truth table? From the truth table. So just we'll prepare the truth table for this one. There are only two letters. So T, T, F, F, T, F, T, F. Right? First we'll find P implies Q now. So P implies Q. So T implies P is T. T implies F is F. F implies T is T. F implies F is T. Now Q implies P. So what here? T implies T is T. F implies T is T. T implies F is F. F implies F is T. Now we find negation P and negation Q. Yeah? Negation P. That means what here? 2F and 2T. Negation Q is what? Alternate FT. Then negation P implies negation Q. Negation Q implies negation P. Right? Okay. First we'll find negation P implies negation. F implies F is T. F implies T is T. T implies F is F. T implies T is T. Now then reverse now. F implies F is T. T implies F is F. F implies T is T. T implies T is T. Now see this T F T T. Where we get T F T? Now here. See. These two columns are same. Now see these two columns. Now these two columns, right? So here there are two, right? So from truth table, what we conclude? So from above truth table, we conclude that P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation Q implies negation P, right? That means what? Negate P implies Q. In terms of negation form, you can write like this. Now Q implies P is logically equivalent to negation P implies negation Q. Negation P implies negation Q. This is the conclusion you can draw with the help of the truth table, and you should remember this. P implies Q is this and Q implies P is this. Okay. Okay, so we took the problems on negation of this one. Right. Negation of the following. Now in English, what we are doing? You are making negation without changing the meaning. Here what? You have to make a negative word now, or exactly opposite word you have to make now. So 1, 3 plus 3 less than 5, or 5 plus 5 is equal to 9. So don't see whether this is true. We don't want this is true or false. This is a statement, this is a statement. You have to write the negation of this one. So you what? Let P what? 3 plus 3 5. Your Q is what? 5 plus 5 is equal to 9. So your symbolic form of the statement is what? So P, this is R is there. EQ is a symbolic form. Symbolic form of the statement. And what is negation of P or Q? Is logically equivalent to negation P or negation Q. Right? So what is your negation P? 3 plus 3, right? So that is what? So negation of the your statement is what? 3 plus 3. It is less than 5. So it should be what? Greater than or equal to 5. Now here and. So this is what negation of P. This is what and. Negation of P or Q is negation P and negation Q. So on is replaced by and 5 plus 5 is equal to 9. Negation of this statement is what then? 5 plus 5 is not equal to 9. Right? So in this way you can draw like this. Directly you can write this what? So you know that this is all. Directly you can write the negation of this statement is what? 3 plus 3 greater than equal to 5 and 5 plus 5 not equal to 9. This also you can do. No need to write all this is P and Q and all this. Right? Directly you can write this. So for your understanding we are writing this. So second. So 7 is greater than 3 and 4 is greater than 11. So don't check whether this is what 3 is greater than 7 is greater than 3 and 4 is greater than this is false. So we are saying that this is false. That means it is the statement. 4 is greater than 11. This is false. We have the guarantee. We are sure about this one. This is not a this is not true. This is false. But not both now here, right? Therefore this sentence is the statement now here. You have to make a negation of this one. Your P is what? 7 is greater than 3. Your Q is what? 4 is greater than 11. So your what? Your symbolic form is what? P and Q is the symbolic form. So negation of P and Q is what? Negation of P or negation of Q. So therefore the negation of the given statement is what? 7 less than or equal to 3 or 4 less than or equal to 11. Just write if here greater than or equal to, Just write strictly now. If it is strictly greater than, write here what? Less than or equal to, right? So if equal to is there, then don't write equal to here, right? Just reverse the direction of that one. Now if here equal to is there, then don't write equal to here now. Now here not equal. Okay. Next, the number is neither odd nor perfect square, okay. So your P is what? The number is odd, and your Q is what? The number is perfect square. Other don't know what is meant by perfect square and this, whatever this may be, right? So if you don't know what is meant by perfect square, don't bother about this. If you don't know what is meant by odd and what is meant by even, don't bother about this. So what we have to do, only I have to do the negation of this statement, right? So your symbolic form is neither true nor false. That means what? This is your symbolic form. Negation of P and negation of Q is your symbolic form. This is your this, right? The number. And negation of this one, you have to write negation of P and negation of Q. So negation of P and negation of Q is what? P or P. Negation of negation P is P. Negation of negation Q is Q. And is replaced by R now. This is here. That means what? The number is odd or perfect, or it is perfect square. That means the number is either odd or perfect square, right? The number is either odd or perfect square. Or if you cannot write the either or like, so you can write this just simply what? The number is odd or the number is perfect square, or perfect square, just like this. That will be your answer. Next, the number is even. The number is an even if and only if it is divisible by 2. It is divisible by 2. So what is here? P is what? P is, the number is an even number. The number is an even number. And Q is what? The number is divisible by 2. And this is your symbolic form, if and only. Okay? So PQ is the given statement. And you want the negation of this one. Negation of P if and only Q. This is nothing but what? Negation of P. This is what is the negation of this one. The negation of P implies Q what? P and negation Q. P and negation Q, or Q and negation P, or Q and negation P. So you may write here what? You may also write this what? This is logically written. Negation P and Q. One negation you have to take. Or here you have to take the negation of P. There what? You have to take the negation of Q now. This is what? P and negation Q. And should be there. Middle one is R now. Whatever this, you may write this or this. It doesn't matter this. So how to remember this one? You have to write P and Q here. First P is negative and then Q is negative. If your Q is negative, then you have to write the P is negative. Right? Negative is negation of this one. So we write this one is what, then you have to write this one. Well, how to write this one? The number is, right? The number is not even and it is divisible by 2, or the number is even but not divisible by 2, right? But not divisible by, if you are not able to write but or whatever, then just simply add, say and the number is an even and the number is not divisible by 2. Just simply write out this one. Okay, now take some exercise. Okay, write the negation of the following statement. Write the negation of the following statement. All natural numbers are rational numbers. All natural numbers are rational numbers. Rational number. All natural numbers are rational. How can I write negation of this one? All natural numbers are rational numbers. So all, that means you have to take the negation. So all, negation of all, that means some natural numbers are rational numbers. Some natural numbers are not, you have to write, right? Some natural numbers are not rational number. Rational number, right? This is your answer. Then some students are class 10th are 16 year old. 16 year old. So some student, that means what? You have to take the negation of. So that means what? No student. Some student means no student. Your negation will be what? No student. No student of class 10 is 16 year old. Next, there exists n belongs to n. There exists x belongs to n such that n plus 8 is greater than or equal just greater than 11. Now negation of this one. There exists. So write here all n belongs to n and make negation of that one such that n plus 8 is less than or equal to 11. Right? So how to do quantifiers negation? If there exists, if there are for all, just write there exists, right? And make a negation of that one. Now we'll see this how to take the for all. So negation for all now. For all x belongs to n twice x plus 1 is odd. So what I have to do? We have for all, right? So make the negation for all. For all is what? There exists x belongs to n such that twice x plus 1 is not odd. Right? So you may write here what? Twice x plus 1 is even, because number is not odd. You can write here not odd as even, doesn't matter this. But you have to make the negation of this one. Negation of odd is even, negation of even is odd. May write here. So for all, this you have to write this, right? No. So I think we'll stop here.